Hello, hello, hello. We'll start in around maybe 2 to 4 minutes max. Just wait for a few more people to get here. Hey, perhaps, just perhaps, Kusha may make it here too today. She is going to be doing a video for you guys on an altcoin. I'll let you guys know which one very, very soon. I'll be with you guys in a bit.
Trying hard to make you see all that you are is all that I need. I know that it's a
It's Good morning, good morning, good morning, guys. How's it going? Happy weekend. Happy Mango Day. Every weekend is Mango Day, by the way. Let me know if I'm too loud. Let me know if the music's too loud. Let me know if the music's too low. I'll go ahead and increase it a little bit. It does seem a little bit too low. Let me go ahead and check out the comments. What are we drinking today? I'm drinking a Moscow Mule, actually. Funny that you ask. Moscow Mule. Okay, the music's too low. How's that? How's that? And Ollie is in here too. Wow, we have Vishal, we have Ollie. Who else do we have from Seed? We have Elena. Elena's here too. Amr, how's it going, buddy? Ormus, how are ya, man? Good to see you in here. Ahmed says, what do I think about T-Fuel? I think it's an altcoin. That's all I know. I don't look at every freaking chart, man. But hey, I'll go ahead and take a look because I'm in a good mood today. I'm in a very good mood today. I have no idea why. I know why I'm in a good mood. Ajesh made my afternoon today saying, Sean, I'm really enjoying your modules. I'm really enjoying the seed program. And he just joined like, what, I think 4 days ago? And it makes me so happy when I see people who've been in the grow for a very, very long time, watching the daily videos, come and tell me with real sincerity that they are really enjoying the program. You know why? I haven't talked about this much, but it's because I was always worried about not being able to provide the value I really wanted to through Seed, right? Because how many times have you guys come across courses online? I take like a lot of online courses. I just freaking buy courses all the time, right? I'm a big online studier, but you'll realize that they are the content is good, but the course content usually just falls flat on its face, right? So it was a huge insecurity for me whilst I was building the Seed. I was like really going at it, like really pouring my heart into it. And even Krisha would be like, Sean, you're taking this, you're going overboard. But I really wanted to not have that problem for you. I didn't want you guys to have that issue, right? Where, like, I don't know, man, I just want you guys to get 100x more value from the Seed than you would ever get from the daily videos. That's kind of what I was going for. So it makes me really happy when I hear that from you guys. But yeah, just gonna be a casual video today. I'm gonna be ranting a lot. If you guys are here for like proper analysis, we likely won't be doing much of that. No, I'm kidding. We're gonna let's start with that. Actually, let's get that boring analysis out of the way. I'm just gonna go ahead and check on the comments yet again. I should really get back my dual screen setup, because if I'm gonna be streaming, it's gonna be useful again. Dual screen is not the best for trading, by the way, guys. Not the Mango way, at the very least. So am I too loud? Am I too soft? Is everything good? Ollie says you won't find a better trading course. Hey, man, I really appreciate that. And you know what? I'm beginning to really believe that too. I'm really beginning to believe that. And I wouldn't say that with that much confidence, but yeah. Krisha has been watching it too recently. Like, she's always watching it, right? But recently she's been going really like, holy shit, Sean. Like, her mind has been blown. So, and we were learning together during this entire time, but she's been watching the Seed content, and yeah, it's making me feel fulfilled. If you, many of you who've been watching for a while, especially if Rob is here, Rob knows. He's like, Sean, you need to not doubt yourself, man. When it came to teaching, you guys know that I was really like insecure about giving you guys the best I possibly could, and now that it's like, we're 45 hours of content in the Seed, I'm beginning to feel really good about what we've created. I'm like feeling really proud. It's the kind of thing where I want my children to be able to watch it, right? And that's what I was thinking about, by the way, while I was creating it. I always told Krisha, it's the kind of thing, Krisha, where I want my kids to be able to even watch this someday and feel like, wow, dad did that. Because I lost my dad when I was really, really young, and I go through his laptop, I go through his emails, and I read through whatever I can of him, to kind of know what he was all about through an educational perspective, through like an intelligence perspective. Because I was too young to fully understand all of that when I lost my dad. So if God forbid something happens to me, my kids will have the seed program to look to. So yeah, let's go back on over to the charts now over here. So the analysis, right? Today we don't have really much to talk about if you guys were truly paying attention and taking notes during the last video that we did. Bitcoin literally pulled off the pattern that we were talking about, right? I don't call it a pattern. I call it a pattern. Pattern traders are going to say, hey, Sean, that's not a pattern. But, man, I look at things differently. I was looking at a certain structure to form after this dump, and it literally panned out exactly like we were looking for, right? So after this candle over here, okay, the first thing I was looking for was a retest of this low over here. You guys can go ahead and check out the Discord channel too, where I was talking to Vishal, I believe, and I was like, okay, we are likely going to retest this area over here, and we did that. Okay, cool. After that, what did I talk to you guys about in the daily video? We're like, okay, cool. Now what we're looking for is a retest of, well, first, the 4-hour candle is going to set in our horizontal, whatever bounce that we get off this level, right? Which basically did set in our horizontal, which lined up with this wick over here. Cool. We have that base now. Now we want to know if we are going to get confirmation of this horizontal being a range level that we can play off. Okay, that's what we were looking for. So we have this candle close over here. We have this candle close over here. We go ahead and mark that, but we don't fully play it just yet. Okay. Then we got the rejection. Cool. We got the rejection and drive down right after that to test this hypothesis as well as to whether this is going to be respected as a horizontal. And what do you know? It got respected. I actually did take a long over here to trade that hypothesis, and gladly took profits right over here. Okay. And the reason, by the way, I'm trading this now, I don't recommend you guys do this on the 4-hour time frame, especially if you're starting off new. The reason I am so keen to do it, because guys, look at that. These are almost $1,000 moves, right? Like what, $800, and that's $800 per Bitcoin that you're trading. So that's the opportunity of this market that we are looking at. Now, going back to what we were talking about, we were then looking for a couple of things to happen, right? We're looking for a test of the 10 SMA. Let me go ahead and pull up the mango ribbon. I believe this is it. Okay, cool. Let me just turn off everything else. All we're looking at right now is the 21 EMA and the 10 SMA. Okay, I believe that's it over here. Yeah, that's did I get the right one? Yeah, I did. Okay, cool. So we're looking for this. Now this is beginning to look a little bit better, right? Because we're looking for the close of the 10 SMA, and then we're looking for the retest of the 21 EMA, or we could look for the 10 SMA to get retaken. Oops, like it did over here. Do not get the confirmation above and then lose it, and then later come in and test the 21 EMA, right? So now we got 2 candle closes and confirmation above the 10 SMA. Now you can essentially play a range between the 10 SMA and the top over here, which is around 17,200, the same level we've been talking about for the longest time. However, I wouldn't be too surprised if we get a test now that we talked about very, very soon of this 21 EMA, especially since the 21 EMA now has come and dipped underneath this high over here, right? Because we could very well get the test of the 21 EMA and still maintain the lower high structure that the bears are going to want to maintain, correct? The bears are going to be wanting to keep this low or lower high defended, and the bulls are going to want to break that high over here to have a up thrust, and then perhaps put in a lower high on the daily time frame. Now, that's not the only way it could pan out. We could also now simply just lose the 10 SMA over here and then come back down, okay, retest this region over here. And then what we're looking for now is if the bears are going to be pressing on the bulls and look to take out these lows over here, because as soon as the bulls lose these lows over here, we are going to be looking towards our next level at around 15,646, and that's all you really need to be looking at if you're looking for a trade towards the downside, or if you're worried about your position getting a little bit yucky. And that's what I'm going to be managing my position off. Essentially, if we take out this low over here, I'll be cool, you know what, I'm going to manage my position a little bit more safer over here, and I'll get out. Until then, I'll be looking for a retest of this region over here around 18,150-ish, and then accordingly, I'll be scaling out of my position. So that's how I'll be managing my trade. Might sound a little bit complicated at the moment because I'm rushing through everything. But yeah, this is based on everything we've been talking about for the longest time, guys. Okay, the 4-day, the 12-hour, the daily, Mango Dynamic, Mango Ribbon, everything, Ichimoku. So let me go ahead and look at the comments now. Your father would be proud. Hey, thank you, Amir. I really, yeah, that was nice of you to say. Seed isn't just about the course, though, at least for me. Hey, yeah, man, it's about the community. And we were talking about that too, right? In just this morning in the Seed, we were talking about that. We were talking about how that's another thing I wanted to deliver, not only to Seed, but to the Mango community, a community where people can be as free as possible with what they want to say and learn without feeling like they're being spoken down to. And this is a problem amongst almost all trading communities, and that's not because trading is just toxic. It's because trading attracts people who tend to be smart, okay, and then also people who think that they're smarter than everybody else, okay. So it's a weird combination. And we've all been in communities like that where people are just being toxic and talking down to each other, even though they don't really mean to. They're not doing it to be harmful. They're doing it because they need to feel good about themselves, because this journey that trading is already so freaking scary, right? You need that confidence. If you're feeling doubtful of yourself, you're insecure, you need to like kind of portray confidence by putting other people down, I guess. I don't know. Either way, what I wanted to create with Mango and was like a family kind of feel. And the Grove and Sea too, right? We kind of get that. Nobody's toxic. Nobody is talking down to each other. We had that in the beginning. If you guys do remember, if you guys have been following since the start, those of you who have been here since the start, Ashok is one of these guys. He's been here since the start. We've had my friends from other communities who I had to tell off and be like, you don't do that shit over here. I came onto video and I told them, you don't do that shit at Mango, alright? You can take your ass to the door, because that's not what we are all about. We are fine all being stupid and learning from each other. We are all fine just, not feeling good about ourselves, but we do end up feeling better about ourselves because we are helping people. Elena says, I found the song you always play at the beginning. Love your playlist. Hey, thank you. I actually don't even know the name of the song myself. Oh, he said it's not about the course, it's course by itself. It's the best you'll find anyway. Yeah, and all he really knows. Some of the best courses that I've seen, that people have taken, I'm not going to take any names, people have taken those courses and they've come to me. In fact, oh, by the way, guys, you got a new Seed member who has taken someone else's courses, and he decided to join Seed after, checking out. So all of you probably know who I'm talking about. Yeah, I'm excited to introduce him to you guys. He seems really chill. I really like the email he constructed to me. It was so well written. I'm like, wow, writing is a lost art, and this guy really knows how to write. So let's go ahead and talk about this a little bit more now. So these horizontals that we marked over here, right, this 4-hour especially, it lined up with that 17,200 level that I've been harping about for the longest time. Now, if you go ahead and look at the 12-hour, you're going to see that every freaking 12-hour candle has rejected. Every 12-hour candle has rejected. So it's not the best look at all, okay? Once you got two 12-hour candles rejecting over there, I was like, alright, this is not looking good. It looks like we're going to hold that as resistance. And remember, that was our 4-day level 2. That's essentially our invalidation point on, hey, you know what? It's time to get out of our trade. Now, I'm sitting really pretty in my position right now. I don't need to get too aggressive about getting out, but I am looking to get out. Remember, we bought essentially at the 17,200 level was where we've been looking to buy, and where we have been buying this entire time, ever since over here, right? I think it was this test over here. Yeah, I believe it was this test over here, because this was when we flipped the major level. This is how major the level is, by the way, guys. You're seeing it in action, because over here at 17,200, when we flipped it, I panned on over all the way to the 4-day time frame for you guys, and I showed you guys the previous bull market, and I told you how this level is going to be very important. The fact that we flipped it is going to give us trade opportunities, and you're seeing now that there were trade opportunities towards the upside as well towards the downside. Now, of course, we are in the bull market, so you want to be leaning towards upside trade opportunities, but we flipped it over here, and we went from 17,200 all the way up to 19,600-ish, right? Now, we reflipped it to resistance, and we are holding it as resistance. You can see it's struggling. The question is, can the week close above it? Because that will negate any of this, right? That will negate, but we don't want to We don't want to hope for that. We want to plan for, hey, this is not going to close. We want to plan for an exit. We want to plan for looking for perhaps a downside move if you're into that. I'm really not keen. I'm looking to buy lower. Right? I'm really excited for that. I'll gladly take this loss. It's one of many more losses that I'll take in the future. No worries. And I'm looking to get excited and positioned for the next trade opportunity. That being said, this 4-hour structure, right, within this 12-hour may begin to turn bullish and surprise people only for the weekend. Only for the weekend, okay? We may see an up thrust towards this level over here, taking out this high, okay? We'll take out this high. Everyone's going to get excited for a reversal. And hey, rightfully so, right? We are looking like... Let me just go ahead and draw out what we might be doing over here. This is where you get your patterns from. You have your lower high, and now do we actually break that structure and break the symmetrical triangle towards the upside? The same side, or similarly, we have higher lows towards the downside, right? So again, same story, but that's if you're looking at the 1 hour. On the 4 hour too, this may be forming. Again, same thing. It'll be safer for you guys to be looking at the 4 hour because it's an ascending triangle. It's a clean ascending triangle. A 4 hour candle close above this level will give you that up thrust. However, I am not looking for a reversal from here, guys. I don't think it's going to be that easy. I think we're going to come in, test around 17,900 to around, perhaps even get a move all the way up to 18,200. D in the Mango C program talked about it in the Telegram chat. Okay, not the Discord, the Telegram chat. So he's looking at those levels too. On the daily, that's going to end up being a lower high, because even though that's going to put in a high on the 4 hour, the daily is going to likely put in a lower high. However, if we don't do that and we just like keep going like this, that's going to be crazy, and that's going to be one of your complex trend continuations, right? So I want to go ahead and show you guys something else that's ugly on the daily, but first let me go ahead and delete all my scribbles. Okay, why is this not okay? And daily, and I'm going to show you guys the Mango dynamic. Hide out my horizontals and look at that, right? We close underneath the Mango dynamic, which is again not giving me any confidence in this continuing almost immediately and bouncing from over here. We could, right? Nothing's a possibility, but if we do, I'll be looking for that flip of 17,400 on the daily based on the dynamic. The weekly and the 4-day will have to close above 17,200 and be feeling better about it, but nope, not entirely, right? Any test of the blue dots over here is going to be a short opportunity for a lot of traders, if you guys of course have this, but nobody does have this. That's why I'm so comfortable showing it. You guys notice, by the way, how I don't show the Vine as much, but I'm showing the Mango dynamic. It's because when I show the Vine, I feel really guilty that the people who actually paid for it, I'm like, I'm kind of showing everybody the edge. I feel bad about that. Should I be showing this? Blah blah. The fact that nobody has the dynamic makes me feel a lot more comfortable about showing it. But yeah, right over here, this is where you can be looking to get out of trades if we do get that test, or perhaps even fish for a lower high and look for a downtrend, right? Now, in terms of targets, what targets are we looking for towards the downside? Towards the upside, it's pretty obvious now. Everybody knows. By the way, we lost a Tenkin too. Oof. Well, we're not confirmed yet. But not the best look. Yeah, so we're looking at the 200 moving average on the 4 hour. It lines up at many other levels on the daily, on the 4-day as well. It's around 15,600 to 15,800-ish. Let me go ahead and make sure that you guys can hear me. The comments are fine. Looks like you guys can hear me. Comments saying I'm new to the crypto world. Yeah, so anyways, going back to what I was talking about, this level over here, guys, 15,800 is going to be key. Next, the next most immediate level, okay, it also lines up with this structure right over here. Let me go ahead and put on a horizontal right there for you guys. Actually, you know what, this chart, I don't want to mess the chart up, so I'm just going to go ahead and get a brand new chart for you guys. Okay, so right over here. So testing this level now lines up exactly with the 200 moving average. If we lose that level, we can look a little bit lower at around 14,600. But the key level that I am looking to be a strong buyer on, this is where I'm going to likely be pulling in more fiat as well. Okay, and this is what I'm doing. You guys don't need to do it. If you do, you may get wrecked. I usually don't know what I'm talking about. This is not financial advice. Do not listen to a word I say. But what I'll be doing is I'll be looking towards around that entire range, all right? Now, this may surprise you guys, but the entire range from around 13,900 to 12,500, I'll be buying that entire range, okay? So that level is where I'll be eyeing, and that I think that's a level on the 4-day as well, right? Let's go ahead and get that. We can delete all of this. Yeah, so right over there, 12,500, which is the high, okay? And all the way to around 13,900, which is somewhere around here. So this is a big zone, right? But I'll be buying with spot over here. So I'm completely fine doing that. I'm completely fine Bitcoin going down $1,400-ish on me, a spot trade. I really don't care. But in terms of leverage, right, you don't want to be sitting through that, of course, especially if you're long all the way from around 17,200. You don't want price coming down on you all the way to 12,200. Alright, so let me go ahead and read the comments and answer some questions. I'm gonna scroll up so that way I don't miss anything. Yep, bought a lot of courses and still lost in the sauce. Yeah, man, most courses out there suck. I don't blame you guys at all. I mean, not everyone can teach, right? And you can't even blame the course creators. They are trying. I've always wanted to teach. I've always loved teaching since I was in high school, and I started teaching very, very seriously. I started like looking up teaching techniques. My mentor helped me too. From second year university, I was teaching first year students. Then when I was doing my masters, I was teaching, and I wanted to do my PhD only to teach. I only ever bother buying courses I think has proper value. The seed program is one of the better ones in my opinion. Hey man, Tan, I really appreciate that. Thank you. Vishal says seed isn't about the course. That's you guys are honestly making my heart swell right now, all of you. Like I'm getting butterflies in my stomach. Usually it's only Krisha who can make me feel this way. But no, it means a lot to me, man. I really like busted my ass off on that. Like every freaking module. You guys know more than anyone. I can say that out loud live because you guys know how hard I worked on that stuff. Neon Drop says, hey guys. Ollie says, hey Alina. Alibaba says, BTC in the weekend is always manipulated. What do you mean by manipulated? This is how you guys need to understand. Price manipulation is just someone applying a buying or selling power on the market, right? On the weekend, there's less of volume because most of the professional traders are not trading there anymore, right? So they can get what they want out of the market. You need to understand, people will always get what they want out of the market if they have the buying power to do so, right? If they have the capital to do so, they will try. Up until they get competition, and the people who do have competing buying power try to take advantage of them, and that's when things all balance out. But saying BTC is manipulated on the weekend solely because that means that all coins are always manipulated, right? And they are, which is why you guys need to be very careful when trading altcoins, right? So just understand that. And this, by the way, applies to all markets, even your penny stocks, even your low volume stocks. It's just very simple. It comes down to those simple fundamental concepts of supply and demand. Ivan Ferranco says, Sup Sean, hey man, how's it going? I really like your name, Ferranco. I'm probably not pronouncing it right, but Ajay says, can hear you perfectly. Hey, thank you for letting me know. I'm always worried about that. Neon says, oh damn, you just nailed it, Scotty. What did Scotty say? Scotty says, because the idea of crypto is to remove the fiat currency because it can be inflated so easily. So if you buy BTC with fiat, you're basically saying fiat is the better money. Wait, if you buy fiat, wait, what? No. Maybe I'm missing context. Maybe I'm missing context. Maybe I'm not understanding. Hey, Benjamin, how's it going? Good to see you here, man. those hearts really drew my attention to your comment. Alina says, you are a great teacher. Hey, Alina, thank you. I really, really appreciate that. And it's so good to see you here in the comments, in the live chat. Like, you've been consistently showing up, and it really means a lot. Thank you for always being present, Alina. And why are you awake so early? You're an early riser, eh, Alina? I like that. Stephen Watson says, BTC is the better money if you buy with fiat. Yeah, I would think so, right? BTC is hands down the best money in the world. Do you guys want me to go on a long rant on that? BTC is the truest form of money in the world at the moment. And this entire COVID scenario, it felt so surreal. Like, the timing of it almost seems, and this is going to sound a little bit, I don't know if anyone is saying this, but I'm pretty sure people are thinking it. It almost feels like this entire thing has been orchestrated by the higher powers, secret powers, to push Bitcoin into the freaking moon. Because the situation right now, there's story made for Bitcoin. Like, you cannot script a scenario better than this. It's almost too good to be true. That makes me sit back and go like, there's something I have to be missing, because this is too easy. And now we're seeing Bitcoin at 18,000, and I'm like, hey, maybe I did not miss anything. Legit manipulation by those who buy into the market with funds are okay to me, unlike the commodities market, which can be dumped down via paper contracts, which is, by the way, what the Fed is doing, which is, by the way, what every central bank in the world is doing. They are manipulating real supply and demand. They are controlling the supply side, and they are controlling the demand side. So they control the supply side by just printing money whenever they deem necessary, because hey, we are going to be doing the world a favor by giving them free money. Okay, cool. But then they also control the demand side by forcing you to pay taxes in their currency, the currency that they print, denominate in their currency, right? So you're forced to pay taxes in the denomination that they want you to pay in. Right, so dollar denominated tax payment forces demand side. Supply side is controlled by them just printing it away. Then they can control interest rates too, to again control supply side even more. This entire world is manipulated, if you think about it that way. So when people talk about manipulation, it kind of triggers me. Like, everything's manipulated. Bitcoin's like the least manipulated thing in the world. So if you have to go through a couple of days per week where, you know, prices are a little bit volatile, giving people opportunities to exit out of bad trades or enter missed trades, man, that's so great. Because if you guys go historically back into Bitcoin, okay, Bitcoin's weekends, okay, this is a little tip for you guys. Go historically, you guys will see that if you ever missed out on a trade on Bitcoin, or you missed out on an exit on Bitcoin, the weekend tends to have you covered, and you get that opportunity. Can I look at Cardano chart for once? Not with that tone, man. Not with that tone. You can ask nicer, and then I'll take another look. Morning. Do you do TA on ADA too? Why are people interested in Cardano? Is it like moving or something? I've done TA in Cardano. I've traded Cardano too. I'm just not interested in trading it at the moment. Okay, I'll go ahead and look at Cardano. Since other people are asking too. ADA BTC or ADA USD? I mean, looks like... doesn't look good to me. But almost every altcoin chart looks pretty crappy right now, including Chainlink against the Bitcoin pairing. Oops, my drink. Almost dropped my drink. I don't know, man. We're still what I want altcoins to do, okay? What I want altcoins to do is start putting in at least a higher low, okay? Start showing me that you're going to defend a higher low. And then we can look for a high high, then look for another higher low, and then we can start trading it that way, okay? That's what I'm looking for on altcoins that I'm not holding. Okay, but if you guys are playing the lower time frames, you can go ahead and look, because the high time frames look like crap on every single altcoin. Though it's not just that I'm shitting on Cardano. Like I don't take any of these things personally. I've traded Cardano. I've made a lot of money on Cardano actually. You guys can go ahead and check out the most recent altcoin rally run. Go back to those months and watch the videos from there. So if you do close candles above here, we're likely going to retest this region over here. But again, man, this is not the kind of chart I'd be looking to play. It's just so choppy. Not on the 4 hour. So what time frame? The 12 hour? Let's go ahead and look. Look at that. Maybe I'll go ahead and take a look at the USD pairing. Maybe there's a little bit more to say over there. But how about this? This is what I can tell you. I would not be trading this. Okay, I don't see a clear trade. I don't see an easy trade at all. So that's how I make my decision. I only take easy trades. That's it. As much as I love even the fundamentals of a certain asset, I won't touch it if it's not an easy trade. That's it. That's how easy you can make your life as a trader. Just look for easy trades. Why do we like Chainlink so much? Let's go ahead and look at Chainlink. Because the trades have been so easy. We have just been buying every single time it touched this trend line over here. This rising trend line. Each time it touched it, we've been buying. And I've been saying this to you guys for months. Months on months. Like almost a year actually. And look at that. Again. I just bought this, man. I just freaking bought this without thinking about it. It was a freaking big position. And why? Because this trade has worked out over and over again. And again, already we are 13 to 14% up. Now it could break down on me eventually. Who knows? I don't know. We'll find out. But it will eventually not work anymore. But you keep trading it until it works. So just take easy trades, guys. Make your life easy. Don't marry any freaking asset. Even Chainlink, don't marry it. We have this line drawn in a thick line and this nice yellow horizontal zone over here. You know why? To tell me, Sean, get the F out as soon as it breaks. It's here to tell me, Sean, you're not married to this asset. This line over here, okay, even if you are married to it for a long term, this is the divorce line. This is Chainlink cheating on you and you dump Chainlink's ass right away. No forgiving. Alright, let's go back to the comments. I think I rambled a little bit too much over there. Did you get link by trading the BTC chart for it or with fiat? No, with BTC. I'm trading it on against BTC, so I use BTC, right? I mean, maybe I'm not understanding your question, Tan. Sean, do you have any hold portfolio for the bull run, some alts, or you don't hodl? I don't hodl any alts. I hodl Bitcoin, and I don't hodl Bitcoin either if it starts threatening my livelihood. I'll go ahead and give you guys an example of how Bitcoin freaking faked me out. I don't say faked me out, but I just followed my rules. I always have a line in the sand, okay? I always have a line in the sand where I'm going to be like, okay, if this happens, I'm going to be selling a portion of my Bitcoin. I never sell all my Bitcoin, ever. But if you guys do remember, right, when we had the Corona dump, right, what was my line in the sand, guys? It was this level right over 6,600, right, 6,600. If we closed a monthly underneath there, I said it was around 6,600 to 6,400. I believe it was 6,400. If we close a monthly underneath there, I'm selling a portion of my Bitcoin and I'm going to be bearish. And I became bearish and I did sell a portion of my Bitcoin. Okay, I'll go ahead and show you guys a monthly actually. And right over here, right? Yeah, it was, right, had a horizontal because we had the 21 EMA coming in. Yeah, it was 6,000, somewhere around here, somewhere around there. And it lined up with a lot. I think the 21 EMA was coming in over there too on the monthly. So we closed underneath there and I became bearish. And then we closed above, right after. And we retook it on this candle over here. So if you guys go ahead and look at those older videos, you're going to see that on the 4-day time frame, we said, okay, we were clearly faked out on this, right? Not again, I don't say faked out, but clearly we are wrong. We are wrong about being bearish. At what point? If you're going bullish, you need to have a line in the sand as to where you are wrong about being bullish. And if you're going bearish, you need to have a line in the sand as to where you're going to be wrong about being bearish, regardless of your time frame. Regardless whether you're looking to hold a long term, short term, mid term, you need to have a line in the sand. And first, it was the 4-day 200 moving average right over here, right? We had an entire juncture on the mango ribbon come in at this spot, and we said as soon as we start closing above this 200 moving average over here, we're going to be getting out. Of course, all of this happened so long ago, so I'm not remembering everything as clearly, but it would be really educational for you guys to go ahead and watch this region over here, because I did take a long over here, okay, on at that 3,680 I got on Deribit, but I was looking to go short almost immediately. The reason I took that long was not because I was bullish, was because that was a completely overextended move, and we were retesting this structure all the way over here, which was freaking crazy, which was nuts, right? And I started going short in this entire region here. I was looking for this, but we did not get it. What ended up happening was this. As soon as that happened, I freaking bought back all my Bitcoin. I did take a loss, right? I bought not all, because I never sold all. I bought back whatever I sold, so I took a loss. But imagine the mindset, or not the mindset, the what kind of freaking, like, I would have been so distraught if I would have been any one of those people who was still waiting for Bitcoin to come back down to their sell position, right? Let's say you sold somewhere around here and you'd be stubborn and you're like, no, I'm only going to buy back at the price I sold at or lower. People do that. They're not willing to accept the loss. If I had done that, I would have been watching Bitcoin over here at $17,000 when I sold somewhere around here, right? I sold a lot of my Bitcoin over here, and I would have been watching, oh my god, what did I just do? Right, what did I just do? So I sold here and had my invalidation point. I got back here. So I lost that range, but it's insignificant compared to all of this. Do you guys understand what I'm trying to say? Please ask questions, because I feel like I've just been talking. I'll let you guys, hey, ooh, Krisha's here. How's it going, Krisha? This is the 4-day. Does ETHUSD have? It's funny that you asked. I literally just panned on over to ETHUSD. I'll go ahead and talk about it in a bit. I'm just going to go get myself a glass of water. My mouth's a bit dry. Clearly, I've been rambling. So I'll be back in 2 seconds. I'll go ahead and increase the music. Increase the volume to the music. Alright, I'm back. Is the volume fine to the music? Yeah, I'm taking requests. Go ahead, ask Alina. Especially from you, Alina. XRP. I think Krisha, did you do an XRP video? No, Krisha has done a video on XLM, but I'll go ahead and take a look at XRP. Let's go ahead. USD or BTC pairing? Let me know, Alina. USD or BTC? I'm waiting. But then I just realized that you guys receive my audio a bit late. So I'll start with the USDT pairing. Ooh, what the hell just happened here? Wow. Alright, so XRP clearly having some action. Can go ahead and mark out some key levels. Okay, it's gone ahead and tested this high right over here, because this is the high that does stand out right away, right? So what do we want XRP to do now to maintain structure? Oops, I don't mean structure. I'm sorry, I'm just burping for some reason. Damn, too much soda in my freaking drink, clearly. Yeah, so we were talking about this high over here that clearly is seeing resistance right now. We want XRP to hold this horizontal right over here at 51 cents. So 50 cents, right? Around 50 cents is a psychological level 2. Losing 50 cents, likely we'll see a test of 47 cents, but we could come down way deeper, perhaps all the way down over here. Right, that's coming in at around 30 cents, another rounded number. It's clearly retail driven. We did have a structure over here, right? You could look at this as a head and shoulders, inverted head and shoulders, of course. I wonder if it had met its measured move. You could go ahead and use the wick. So yeah, it actually pointed to the next resistance level, which it actually broke. Well, actually, on the first break, that's exactly where we came and smacked against, right? So if you guys were playing this on a lower time frame, what you wanted to be doing was, and this is something you guys can use on all coins, moving into this bull market, right? Because it's a technique we use for Cardano when we got that big win on Cardano. When we noticed this weekly resistance over here that lasted for what? How long was this weekly resistance? It lasted for a good 469 days. That's, Jesus Christ, that's a year and a half. So when it lasted that long, we're like, okay, cool. When we do finally break it, as well as take out these highs over here, if you hold even a daily candle close and confirmation above this level, there's a long opportunity to be had, especially if you take out the highs over here. So when you find something like this, drill down on over to the lower time frames, because all coins do not give you the opportunity to wait for the entire week to close. Okay, now you could play it extremely conservative, and some altcoins actually do give you that opportunity, and that's fine. But for the most part, they tend to get front run and everybody hops in, and you can see that it made its move to its measured move as well as its next target. Now, if you hold this level over here, 52 cents this week, we could be looking towards testing this resistance over here. I don't want to use a horizontal. I can use a horizontal array. This wick high, which lines up in the middle of the zone too, right? Which is coming in around 60 cents. Again, you can use the candle closes. You can mark out a zone if you want, right? So between 59 cents to 61 cents would be your resistance if we can close above 51 cents. But hey, if this week actually closes well and we close above the zone, the middle of the range over here, then I'd be looking for the retest of these highs over at around 76 cents. And I don't think that, I don't know. I don't have a opinion on that. Let's just wait and see what happens. Now, if we do clear that after 79 cents, that's when we enter what Krisha likes to call a zone of volatility, and we're likely going to be making our way eventually all the way up to $2.78. Of course, we're going to see resistance over here first, and then eventually over here too, but those won't last. Those won't be too strong. I don't think so. So that's XRP USDT on the USD pair, of course. Yeah, this was a key level that we broke. Damn. You can see how we consolidated along that level 2 this entire time and failed to push up and then lost it. Let's look at XRP BTC then. Ollie says it's laughable. Oof. Yeah. Like again, same story, right? You want to start seeing those higher lows. We did break the high, which is great. Again, but we did find resistance right over here. This zone. Oh wow, actually tested this structure right over here perfectly. But if we can close the Bitcoin pairing right over here, that wouldn't be too bad actually. We could close the Bitcoin pairing XRP Bitcoin above 2,973 Satoshi. Wouldn't be too bad of a look. But at the same time, this wick over here is pretty ugly. So I don't know. Let's go ahead and look at ETH BTC. Let's see how that's looking. Again, not the prettiest picture, but the monthly does have a promising look to it. Right, as long as it's holding this level over here, 0.27828, Ethereum has the chance of putting in what I think you guys might be looking at this as a inverted head and shoulders if we do come in like this, right? Krisha, what are your thoughts if you're still here? Krisha's like, why is it laughable? Krisha's getting defensive about XRP. My. Almost, I've covered Ethereum like throughout the week, man. Nothing has changed. Same thing. Volume doesn't seem right. That's fair. Yeah. But either way, like I think if we break the structure, this horizontal over here, that's something to be looking out for, because there's a trade to be had, trade opportunity. But there's a trade right over here. Okay, there's a trade to be hunted right over here of this low. This can close low at around 28,000 Satoshi. On the monthly, hey guys, remember, this is the monthly time frame we're looking at. So losing this is going to be significant, in which case I'll be looking towards around 25,000 Satoshi first, eventually then to around 21,000 Satoshi. But if we defend this, we can go towards the middle of the range at around 32,000 Satoshi and then eventually 37,000 Satoshi. Yeah, I agree with that, Wolvie. If it does do that, I think everyone's waiting for Ethereum to start being aggressive. I had a thought that I shared with Krisha just this morning, I believe, or it was yesterday, where I suggested that Ethereum may actually never reach all-time high against the Bitcoin pairing. Right? We may never see that again. So let's see. I think that might be the case for many altcoins. On the top altcoins, of course. I know the coins at the bottom are likely never going to see it. Is Wouter here? Oh, Wouter's here. Hey, how's it going, Wouts? Good to see you, man. How are ya? So Ethereum high on the Binance pairing at least is 0.12 BTC. Let's go ahead and look at Poloniex at BTC. Poloniex. So yeah, you guys can see that I broke the chart down a while ago and the analysis is still here, but yeah, it's around, the high was around, actually that was 0.15, 0.16ish. Do we get there? Because remember, if Bitcoin gets to $100,000, okay, if Bitcoin, I'm going to type Bitcoin, yeah, I mean draw Bitcoin, okay, I want you guys to do some math for me now. What would ETH be equal to if ETH is equal to 0.1 BTC? Come on, guys. This is like grade 6 math. There you go. I I was just a little bit worried there. I'm like, that math is really off, man. 120,000. I'm like, either I drew something wrong over here. Let me go ahead and make that clear. That's $100,000 Bitcoin. Yep. It's 10,000 USD. So when I said 10,000 USD is possible, I think it's possible based on this notion, right? Bitcoin getting to just around here, just somewhere around the 0.786 Fibonacci retracement. It doesn't even need to get back to all-time high while Bitcoin is sitting at around 100,000. So it's a if this then that, which is an indication, by the way, that Bitcoin drives the bull market. And I think this time around, more than even last time. Last time, Ethereum drove the euphoria, while Bitcoin drove the market, right? As usual. But Ethereum drove the euphoria. I think this time, it's going to be Bitcoin that actually drives the euphoria in this market. And people are going to be looking at the wrong coins, and they're going to be trying to chase alts. And alts are just never going to be able to... They will perform, but they won't be able to outperform Bitcoin as aggressively as they did last time, right? So I'm just preparing for that possibility. Of course, I could be wrong, and if we're wrong on that, Jesus, that's gonna be great, right? That's gonna be great because all coins outperforming Bitcoin means more Bitcoin for us and more opportunity to collect more Bitcoin. Mango, do you trade BNB? I did trade BNB. I don't hold any coins, so I'm not holding anything right now except for Bitcoin, some Chainlink, and some Ethereum. And those two are also not because I'm holding; it's because I'm just trading them on the higher time frames. Why is my battery running low? Oh, that makes more sense. It's not coming up. Oh my god, you guys couldn't hear me this entire time? Oh, Jesus Christ. What was the last thing you guys heard me say? Oh my god. Jesus Christ, man. Stephen Watson was like, Sean, turn your mic on. Yeah. Man. Yeah. Okay. I need to keep the mic away from me because I keep hitting this goddamn wire. And the wire gets knocked down. So you guys had 5 minutes of silence, I guess. So I was answering the question, Discord versus Telegram. I was talking about how if you guys had asked me a question, even maybe like 4 days ago, I would have said hands down Telegram, because Discord had a lot of nice things, but the one thing it was missing that was so key was your ability to reply to someone, your ability to quote someone. So if I got a message in the night and I missed it while I was asleep, and then I wanted to reply and continue the conversation seamlessly, right? Discord did not let me do that. I wasn't able to quote someone. More importantly, people who are reading, lurkers or people who are just looking to learn, they can't follow the conversation, because even if I do have a workaround where I reply to the person by saying, hey, @Ollie, you said this, blah, 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 I'm going to reply to you here. Another person who also missed the conversation can't click, or he couldn't click on the quoted message and go up to that message and then follow the thread accordingly, right? So that was missing from Discord, and that was a big deal breaker for me. But recently, literally recently, it was almost as though Discord finally heard my cries, because I was so frustrated with it. I was about to pull the rug on Discord completely and give up on it. They implemented the feature. You could now reply to someone, and you could click on the reply, and you could follow the thread, blah, blah, blah. So now, when I look at Discord versus Telegram, the advantages that Telegram does offer Discord is just not worth it. There are advantages that Telegram still has, good advantages too, that are really nice. But when I look at what Discord is offering on top of that, it's just not worth it anymore to stay with Telegram, in my opinion, because the organizational features that Discord offers, as well as the customization that you can get, right, is nice. Elena, you could hear me the entire time? Whoa. That's actually more than strange. So the last thing you guys heard me say was me greeting Wouts, eh? Wouts, what's going on, man? You hacking me? Wouts actually has the ability to do that, guys. Be careful. Be careful. He's Mr. Robot. It's so funny that everyone thinks Ollie created the reply to feature. Krisha thought that too, but Ollie did configure the bot that made Discord even better, right? Like it basically completed everything, because there were two things I was worried about. I was worried about not being able to reply and not being able to forward messages from one channel to the other, and now I can do both because of Ollie. So massive props from over there. So I have no reason now to want to stay on Telegram. Yeah, he's a genius. He is a genius. He secretly reached out to the Discord devs, sent them the code, and said, guys, just merge this onto your GitHub, and it's done. And he got the reply to working for all of us. Alright, so I'm taking chart requests. We covered XRP. Go ahead and ask me for any other coin before we wrap up. Krisha has, by the way, posted, or she's just completed a XLM video that we will be making live. Not live, we'll be publishing it and making available for you guys right after the stream, and so stay tuned for that too. .USDT, what is that dot? Is that Polkadot? Is that? So it's crap, man. That's all I can say. Now that you're on seed, okay, by the way, Ace, I don't want you looking at any more altcoins, alright? I don't want you touching altcoins at all. If you are gonna trade an altcoin, you freaking PM me first and be like, Sensei, do I have permission? Okay, because you are not ready. Okay, you're not touching any trade actually for at least a month. Right, I want to know. I'm going to be watching your progress on the seed modules, and I'm going to be looking for you to be active in the seed chat. You can't be you of all people, man. You cannot be looking to get too excited at the moment. That was a good structure over here on DOT, by the way. Kinda. Maybe this is trading on the Bitcoin pairing, man. I'm just gonna go remove all of this. Jesus Christ, man. Why would you guys even look at this? Oh my god, this has just been in a downtrend. That's it. It had its initial, like, freaking release pump. Unless you guys were, like, in the ICO and enjoying this. Wow, if we lose this level here, man, next level is here. This zone over here, if we lose the zone, we are coming down here. This like, honestly, all coins are looking so terrible. This is one of the reasons why I think Ethereum too may not ever reach its all-time high against Bitcoin. I really hope I'm wrong, because Ethereum now reaching its all-time high on Bitcoin is going to make Chainlink that much weaker, relative to if Ethereum was also going parabolic, right? So I just hope I'm wrong about this, but Jesus Christ, man, I think the euphoria is going to be on Bitcoin, and I feel like also going to get smashed. I think they're going to get smashed so hard. I'm beginning to really wonder. Okay, I really like the song, so I'm going to make you guys listen to it. This is the part I like.
This is where we all came from. The dreams we have, the love we share. This is what we're waiting for. In my mind, in my head. This is where.
Paul asks for XRP. We covered XRP, Bitcoin, as well as the USD pairing earlier in the stream, man. I think you can still rewind, right? But it looks like crap, man. Nothing special about that chart. The USD pairing is against resistance. I can just go ahead and show you the horizontals that we drew. Special favors for you, Paul. Special favors for you. Was it the Bitcoin pairing? XRP. I was like, what is that? Was it on Polonex? I think we drew on Polonex, right? Yeah, there you go, man. Resistance over here. No, I don't say double top really, but basically resistance of this high over here. Now, if we do close above this zone over here at around 51 cents to 47 cents, then the next resistance level is around 59 cents to 62 cents. If we clear above that this week, then we're likely going to be testing 78 cents. And then after that, if we do start closing candles above this high over here, that's when the fun starts. That's when we can start looking at first target around 90 cents, next target around $1.10, next target after that, all the way up at $3. If you guys come in one by one and ask me for XRP, another guy is like, XRP. This is XRP, man, right here. So let's go ahead and look at Chainlink USD. Oof. Yeah, not looking good on the USD pairing. Broke this retest of this zone over here, maybe $14. Wick into 14, close underneath 1350-ish, and then I'm looking for the. I honestly, guys, I'm not bullish. I'm not bullish on Bitcoin either, to be honest. I mean, when I say I'm not bullish on Bitcoin, I'm talking about in the midterm. I'm not bullish on Bitcoin. Like, everything's looking pretty shaky right now. Ethereum is the only one looking good, but Ethereum too. I'm looking for Ethereum to close about 555. If Ethereum closes about 555, I'll be like, alright, cool. Alright, cool. That's good. That's good. But I'm gonna be a little bit strict on Bitcoin as well as Ethereum until they do give me what I'm looking for. Now, the Bitcoin is actually looking the best amongst all of them because Bitcoin's at the key, literally hovering around the key level. It has the best chance of turning the tides around or turning the table around, making me go like, okay, cool, I feel a little better about this. But it needs to close about 17,200 convincingly for me now. And then after that, for me to get as bullish as I was before in the midterm, I wanted to take the mango ribbon back. Not the mango ribbon, mango dynamic. It is holding the mango ribbon, by the way, so I shouldn't be too strict on it. But for me, for the aggressive trend where I actually start saying, hey, I'm going to be buying the dip on the 17,450 retest, I want it to retake this level. Okay, that's when we can get aggressive. But if you guys are playing a little bit more of a lenient trend, and this is not too lenient either, you can just look at the mango ribbon, look at the 10K and the 21 EMA, and it's holding well, right? Two days now. So mixed signals, but when I look at things like Chainlink, just like yuck. I already looked at other USD, man. XMR, TAN, sure, let's go ahead, look at XMR. XMR BTC, I think that one looked good, eh, Ollie? No, not really. Jesus, man, this took a hard dump. Like, as Tan, here's the trade, right? When you see something like this signature, by the way, let me make it a little bit easy for you. So you see the signature over here? You can be hopeful up until this point here, up until this candle, okay? Because what you're looking for is when we lose the 21 EMA. We lose the 21 EMA over here. Lose the 10K as well. That's your exit. Okay. That's your exit right over there. On this retest over here, that's your exit. Okay. But let's say for whatever reason, you are trading this in the high time frames, or you are still very hopeful on XMR, maybe looking at this low over here, and you're like, until we lose this low over here, I'm not getting on my trade. That's another way to be looking at it. It's really lenient in my opinion, but whatever. Okay. When you see this, the fact that we retest the Tenkin again and then close underneath the Tenkin, the horizontal, as well as the 21 EMA, that is a big sign that this downtrend is starting. And if you guys go back to the Chainlink BTC short that I did take just before the Corona dump, it was based on something very similar. Right? I think some of you will remember that one. That one was a really nice trade. I was really proud of that trade. And it was very similar, and got us nice bang for our buck, and was this would have been a good trade too towards the downside. So yeah, this is where it all looks ugly. We can look at the weekly, I guess. Weekly looks crap too, man, because we took this major level, this major horizontal, we took both of it actually, the entire zone between 0.09 as well as this area over here at 0.088, closed above it, did not see continuation, not enough at the very least. And then lost the tank and lost the 21 EMA the next week, and just lost everything. Yeah, back. It's back to where we started. This no, man. I will likely never trade XMR because it's never, I mean, to the upside. It's never really done well enough towards the upside to ever warrant. It's like people want it to just go sideways, and I understand why. Yeah, Lena, you are so right. Ollie is freaking awesome. We don't deserve Ollie, man. Benjamin, would you be so kind to look at .eth? .eth? Why eth? I just looked at .pdc, man. It's the same, like, okay. So I'm gonna look at it, but I want you to tell me why you're looking at this pairing. What you're doing, man. I'll tell you what you're doing. I'll tell you why you shouldn't be looking. This looks like crap, by the way. Is there any other chart? Bittrex? New dot? I don't think that's it, eh? This looks bad. So as soon as we closed a weekly underneath, it was really bad. Then we give the retest to get out of your trade if you took a trade over there, and then close 2 weeks, 3 weeks continuation. If you take out this low over here, man, this is going to spill down further. This looks bad. Okay, but going back to this conversation, I hope you guys can hear me. They're not. Okay, you guys can. You are looking at two assets that are trending down against Bitcoin. Okay, forget that Bitcoin is king. If you are looking at DOT that's trending down against Bitcoin, and then you're looking at DOT that's trending down against ETH, and ETH, okay, this is ETH, and this is Bitcoin, and this is DOT, and this is also DOT, okay? And now you're looking at ETH compared to Bitcoin, and ETH compared to Bitcoin isn't looking too fancy either, right? It's not looking too good yet. It's getting there on the monthly, but ETH is still on a downtrend, at least on the daily, I believe, against Bitcoin. Either way, it's not the performer. It's not performing better than Bitcoin. So you're looking at one asset that is in the downtrend against another asset that is in a downtrend. It's two weak assets compared to each other, and you will end up fooling yourself into thinking this is good. So even if DOT does well against ETH, if ETH is doing bad against Bitcoin, it's not telling you much. When you see a situation like this, all you need to do is literally sit back and only hold BTC. That's it. Period. Don't overthink it. Don't fool. I've done this, right? Done this myself when I was a complete beginner. You'd look at a chart and fool yourself into thinking, you know what, it's looking good against the Ethereum pairing, and I want to collect Ethereum in the future anyway, so I'm going to trade this against Ethereum. But your asset is actually downtrending. And before you know it, you're just wrecked. You think, oh my God, what happened to everything I owned? All the Bitcoin you own is gone. Jesus, there are 91 of you and only 31 likes, man. That's depressing. Come on, hit the like. Ollie's right. Let's see. Go ahead and look at Dixie. Yeah, Dixie's failed to close above this horizontal here, which is what I was hoping for it to do. And it did not on the weekly, though. This could come down to 88, man. If this closes the week over here, that's going to be so bad. Jesus Christ. Yeah, 91, Ollie. I see where you're getting 91 from. I don't think it's going to stop there, though. This could come down to 88. You know what's going to be bullish, though? I'll tell you guys what's going to be bullish. If we take out this low over here and then close above here, then I think we're coming back to test this zone over here. I mean, it looks like a chart to me. I'm looking at it right now. Let's see. Can you check Cardano? I've checked Cardano twice. You can rewind and find it. Theta, sure. I doubt it's going to look like anything else, anything different. But hey, then again, Theta is Wouter's coin. Maybe he's pumping it. Wouter, are you pumping Theta? Oh my God, Wouter pumped Theta. Jesus Christ. Lost the 21 EMA, not looking good. So over here it held the 21 EMA, retested and just continued. But here not the best look. Lost the Kijun too, so nope. Not looking good. It's been downtrending aggressively against the 21 EMA and the Tenkin. Lost the 200 moving average too. This is... Let's go ahead and mark some levels. Yeah, this looks like it wants to come down to around, if it loses this here. So we see a candle close around this level over here, around 3,400 Satoshi, may want to come down to 3,000 Satoshi, lose at 3,000 Satoshi, may come all the way down to 2,100 Satoshi. I mean, it is kind of trending, right? Can it put in a, I don't know. I mean, when do you decide to buy this? I wouldn't touch this. But that's just me, man. I don't like taking these kind of trades. Ooh, Nate. Nate is asking for a coin that actually I'm interested in checking out myself. I haven't looked at it in a while. Lend. I was trading this coin when it was freaking 35 Satoshi and I did not hold. This is an example of what could happen once in a blue moon when you don't hold. Oh my god, this doesn't look bad at all. This actually looks really good. Like, look at this. Look at that buyback. Oh my god. Nate. So had a little bit of a fake out here, eh? Had a little bit of a fake out over here. I got Jesus. Lend has broken my heart, man. I was trading it all the way here, guys, at 35 Satoshi. I was trading it over here, somewhere around here. No, here. Jesus, it's so low, and there was no volume. I remember being like nothing. You know, all I had to do was accumulate and hold on, but I would never hold on. I don't hodl all coins. So look at that though. Bitcoin 2-hour close. But I'm not looking at the lower time frames, man. I'm looking at like the 4-hour at the minimum because it's horizontal. Actually, the 2-hour isn't telling you much, to be honest. You want to look. This 2-hour close isn't too bad. You want to be looking for 2-hour close about 17,331. But the lower time frame, the clean lower time frame you want to look at is the 4-hour. And this is looking pretty freaking good. Really good, in fact. I may get my trade to around 18,200-ish. Because remember, I'm long from 17,200. So I'm looking to be exiting some of my trade around 18,200-ish. And I'll be looking for a higher low, or we'll see. We'll take from there. But I'm mostly exiting most of it. 18,200-ish. Somewhere around there. Get a little greedy. The weekends do give you good exits, but this is looking good. If we do close a 4-hour candle close over here, especially if we take out this high over here around 17,467, the likely up push would be towards this structure over here. Right? We could test the candle close, or we could test this horizontal here. I'm looking towards getting a test again around the Mango Dynamic. Right? I'll go ahead and show you Mango Dynamic quickly, which is coming in at 17,420. Is it the 12-hour? Yeah, sorry, 12-hour Mango Dynamic, 17,909. So this level right over here. I think it's the daily dotted area too. Yeah, the daily dotted area at 18,000. So exactly, you're seeing the 12-hour Mango Dynamic along with the daily buy opportunity / sell opportunity lineup. Bitcoin dominance, Paul. No, I've not looked at it in the stream. You can go ahead and take a look. Look at how clean the Bitcoin dominance chart looks on the Mango dynamic, by the way. Love it. But you don't really need any of this. You don't need indicators at all. It's not looking the best, but what does this mean, I wonder? Does this mean all coins are doing well compared to Bitcoin? Not getting much out of here, to be honest. just drawing nonsense at this point. So this is what you want to look at. Bitcoin dominance put in a high low somewhere around here perhaps, and then go on to put in a high. If Bitcoin dominance takes out 67 Satoshi, that's what altcoins need to be severely worried about. Okay, if we can either take out 67 Satoshi or start closing candles above 65 and then also confirm a candle above 68, altcoins are likely going to be getting destroyed. Oh, right, Tan is asking the right question. I wanted to cover this today, or rather revisit this with you guys. You guys remembering how we are using this chart for our overall bullish bias on Bitcoin, right? And it's holding well, man. This horizontal over here at around 88.81. It's holding. We kind of got a retest over there. And we are looking for a move eventually all the way up over here to 14.5. This is the Bitcoin gold chart. So Bitcoin compared to gold. It's telling us how Bitcoin is performing to gold. So we are basically comparing one scarce asset to another scarce asset, which is the thing to be doing in the current market conditions when you're now beginning to wonder, our fundamental, our traditionalists, right, who are trading things like GBTC, for example. So we can go to GBTC. You know, I don't look at GBTC much, but it might be time to start looking at GBTC, right? Because the thing is about GBTC, traditionalists can actually trade Bitcoin and still benefit from the tax benefits, right, that you get from your IRA or whatever. So will they start opting, or rather, the gold Bitcoin pairing may tell you that are people beginning to prefer gold or Bitcoin over gold, and so far you're beginning to see the signs. So we'll go back to the gold pairing now. We'll come back to the GBTC pairing because there's something interesting over there to be looking at too. And you're going to see that the big clue for us was on the Ichimoku side twisting and then eventually flipping green. Those of you in the Mango C program and have watched up to the Ichimoku module, you guys know how bullish this is, what this actually means. Not just about it being bullish, right? Green means bullish, but you guys now know fundamentally what this means. So yeah, closing above anywhere around 9.8 to around 9.96, right? 9.8 to 9.96, and then taking on the high at 10.72. I'll be looking for a move all the way to 14.5. And what Bitcoin does against USD, I'm not really too concerned about, right? This is the chart to be looking at if you're a true Bitcoin maximalist, which very few people are. So maybe you guys don't care. 17,300 now. Yeah. I was telling you guys, right? Just be stress-free. Don't worry. Don't look at the 5-minute time frame. Don't even look at the 1 hour. There's no reason to do it. Yeah, but let's go back to GBTC. GBTC has not reached its close to its high. In fact, it's not broken the structure. It's broken the structure. It's not retested just yet. But the structure we wanted to break is this, right? When you look at the... Let's add this actually to a thing. On the flip side, when you look at BTC USD, it's come and tested the top of the structure already. Basically test the high. The horizontal that it broke, that is relevant to, or rather the equal horizontal that we just marked out on GBTC is this one over here at around 11,200. Put that back up over there. Now we'll go back to GBTC. You can look at the difference, right? Big difference. Yeah. We tested the high of the monthly close. Closing year 2 is going to be good. As long as we close around here, it won't be too bad. It'll be kind of like what we did when we closed about 10.65. Do you remember? Somewhere around there. Why is Bitcoin going up, down? Benjamin, I covered dot, man. Did you miss it? I freaking went on an entire spiel. Did you guys miss it? Wait, was I dreaming? I'm confused. I may have... Did my audio go out when I covered dot? That's what must have happened. Yeah, we covered dot, right? There you go, yeah. I covered dot twice, man. When you asked, actually, you said .eth, and I covered .eth specifically. Okay, good. So I'm not dreaming. By the way, guys, for those of you who are joining the Telegram chat, make sure you guys get the link for the Discord too, because we are transitioning into Discord now with the new reply feature that Discord did implement. I'm noticing people join the Telegram, which is great. But rather have everything in one place, makes things easier. Also, I noticed, by the way, that Discord works a lot better on the better your phone is, right? I have like 3 phones, and I was using one of my older phones the other day, and it wasn't working. Discord wasn't the best on it, while Telegram works regardless of what phone you use. So just a quick tip. It's a little bit more demanding, I suppose. TRX is the true altcoin. Okay. There are true altcoins, but there's only one Bitcoin. What's your take on the increased volatility, Paul? I'd love to hear your thoughts on that. I want you to reply in terms of the trend analysis module that we talked about. We can keep it as simple as that. That's the answer. It's as simple as that. Are you still holding your link then? I bought more link, man. I'm not sure if you missed that part. I bought more link. Like I'm literally doing what I told you guys I was gonna do like months ago. The same thing over and over again. Nothing different. Like I told you guys, as long as we're holding this trend line, I'm gonna hold. If we come down and touch the trend line, I'm gonna buy. That's it. Nothing fancy. Nothing fancy. It doesn't take a genius to trade this. You don't need to do anything. Just simple. And if we lose this zone, I'm out. Period. That's it. What's your interesting idea, Ollie? I want to hear. HVP increasing right now. Time to rewatch the trend analysis module. Indeed. That module alone. So who was it who messaged me recently? I think it was Jeff. Yeah, Jeff. Jeff talked to me about how he'll be revisiting the trend analysis module. And one of the primary reasons why I suggest watching that module, honestly, all you guys need to do for those of you who are really pressed on time, master the trend analysis module and the risk management module. That's it. Okay, those two more. I don't want to trivialize the rest of the program, because in the trend analysis module, you guys will see how much the candlestick analysis and the support and resistance modules help. But to master the trend analysis module, if you guys can do it without watching any of the other modules, that alone will make you extremely powerful of a trader. Right? But you need to don't neglect that one. That is my bread and butter, man. That module is, you guys want to know the secrets to everything I do? That module. And risk management module, of course, which is literally the foundation to everything I do. And on top of that, then comes for me, okay, so for me it's this. The RM is my base. On top of that is, let's take a nice clean area, because draw a stack. RM is the big base. On top of that is my trend analysis and my You guys know that I look at candlestick analysis a lot, you know, a little bit more deeper and differently compared to your usual pattern candlestick traders that try to memorize things. I don't do that way, right? So the combination of these two are really important. That's why I start off with the candlestick analysis, because without the candlestick analysis, you guys won't be able to fully understand trend analysis. Then on top of that, support and resistance, and then we can use things like our oscillator module and Ichimoku. Right, this is all you need, man. Make sense? I might be missing a few things, of course. So the RM consists of the first couple of modules, right, where we go over things like game theory, like very simply, right? I don't, you know, I explain those concepts to you, the basic concepts, without really even calling it game theory, and we just have fun with it. And then we swing back into RM again after finishing all these modules to get a proper understanding. Except for these two. These two come after RM. Okay, oscillator module and Ichimoku come after RM. Why? Because oscillator module, you need to understand your trend analysis, right? You guys are now understanding why I tell you not to look at your oscillator module. Don't look at oscillators at all until you finish your trend analysis module. Because until you understand trend analysis, you'll never fully be able to get the power of your oscillators. Ichimoku, you need both. You don't need your oscillators for Ichimoku, but you do need your support and resistance and your trend analysis. To fully understand Ichimoku, honestly, Ichimoku is all you need. But to understand Ichimoku, you need SNR, TA, and candlestick analysis. Do you guys understand that? Yeah, I agree. Wolvie says, I recommend trying to trade the concepts of the support and resistance module and ATA modules with paper and money, or very small amounts before continuing. Paul says, share them on the seed too, Ollie. Yeah. What are you guys talking about? I'll send you the charts and ideas. Yeah, Ollie, don't hog your ideas, man. Jesus Christ. This guy keeps secrets. I want to know too. Acer's like, yes, sensei. This guy's name is Acer. His name is legit Acer. You must have had a lot of fun with that, man. Going to the clubs and the girl asks you what your name is. Like, my name's Ace. Ace. ATA is advanced trend. That's okay. I was like, what is ATA, man? ATA. Alright, let me just go ahead. All right, any more questions, guys? I'm willing to answer questions today. So before I wrap up, if not, we can continue tomorrow. Yeah, I'm just joshing with you, man. Let's go ahead and do a quick analysis of Bitcoin really quickly. So we marked out these horizontals. You guys will learn a lot from watching yesterday's video, because we were somewhere around this area and we talked about how we're looking for exactly this structure, right? Now this ascending triangle might be breaking towards the upside, but don't get ahead of yourselves, guys, because I want you guys now all to picture, before you get excited, okay, before you take any trade, here's a tip for you. Look towards your right hand side and look to see, hey, how many hours left before this candle closes? Yes, this is looking beautiful right now. Okay, it's looking really nice right now. But we have 2 hours before this candle closes. What could happen? Oh my god, not again. I gotta get a new mic, man. I can't do this anymore. But I really like this mic. Okay, so what was the last thing you guys heard me? What was the last thing you guys heard me say? Your mic went out, no sound, blah 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 blah. Oh my god, man. Alright, I'll go ahead and re-say all of it. So, what I said was, currently the 4-hour candle is looking really good. Okay, this ascending triangle that we had postulated forming in yesterday's video, right? We talked about this. I mentioned how you guys will learn a lot if you guys just go back to yesterday's video and just listen to the analysis where I postulate the structure over here. Now you guys don't need to, because I'm just going to go over it again with you guys. At the very least, what I do want to talk about, right, what's really important is a little tip for you guys who struggle with trades where you're buying in and then you get sold into almost immediately, and then suddenly a trade that looks so good turns out to look complete crap, right? I want you guys to look towards your right hand side before making any decision when you're buying, right? Look towards your right hand side and look to see how many hours before your candle closes. So currently you're looking at the 4-hour time frame, so you're looking at this as a 4-hour candle. There's 2 hours left before this candle closes. You have literally almost another half of the candle to go, plus a few more minutes, right? Then ask yourself, how much could change between now and then? Could this candle completely turn its look around? And if it does, will it actually change anything in the current structure? Okay, so if this candle actually turns around and turns red, because 2 hours is a long time, a lot can happen. What's going to happen? What's this going to look like? Well, this is all that's going to happen is that this is going to turn into a wick. Okay, that's it. This is only going to turn into a wick. And then this candle over here is going to turn red and likely come and test the bottom of this horizontal diagonal over here. And that's when you'll be thinking, damn, this is where I intended to buy. This is where I was supposed to buy. But I got FOMO'd into a trade over here, getting a bad buy, and now I'm sitting deep in losses. Well, not deep in losses, but depending on your position size, of course. But I'm sitting in a bad trade when all I had to do was follow my plan, wait, and then I could have bought over here. Because remember, guys, until this candle closes, this means nothing. This means nothing because it could honestly just end up looking like this candle over here. So picture this candle that's over here, picture it over here. That's what you do to avoid getting into those situations where you end up buying at the wrong spot. You guys can hear me, right? Let me just confirm that you guys can hear me. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, exactly, Vishal. 2 hours left on this candle. What can happen? This is crypto, guys. Things can change in freaking 1 minute. Krisha and I have been on the receiving end of a candle that looks so freaking good, and then in the last freaking 2 or 3 minutes, it turns around. Alright, it turns around. So don't ever take even a minute for granted. Be patient. Wait for that freaking minute. You guys will be surprised if you wait through enough candles where you control your emotions. You will have moments where you go like, holy crap, had I just waited, I would have gotten a better position. Or if you're mature enough, you'll be saying the opposite. You'll be saying, holy crap, thank God I waited, right? So picture this candle over here. Look to your right and be like, 2 hours left. This candle could very well be this candle, because until we actually take out this high over here, this candle means nothing. It could change. It could turn to a red candle, and we would have not done anything special at all. All you're putting in is a potential another lower high, right? So just keep that. Be cognizant of that. And another thing I wanted to talk about. Alright, yeah. Another play that you could be looking for is if you take out this wick over here. There are 2 plays to be had. If we actually push high and take out this wick over here, and you see an immediate sell-off, you could be looking then to buy the retest of this horizontal or the 10 SMA. Okay, let me go ahead and pull up the 10 SMA. Sometimes you get that trade. It's a little bit. Oh, by the way, remember how I talked about we get that test of the 21 EMA? It's coming now. Again, go back to yesterday's video, right, where I talked about exactly the scenario. I'm going to go ahead and turn off everything else except for what we talked about, the 21 EMA and the 10 SMA. Right? Okay, so cool. We talked about how we'll retake the transme and then test the 21 EMA and then give it all up, right? We'll likely see a rejection of the 21 EMA on the first test. We can go ahead and turn on the Tenkin and look to see if it's close by. So I don't think we'll get a test of the Tenkin this time. Usually if the Tenkin is somewhere around here, let's say it was around here, we may see a test of that. But I don't think so. I don't think so because we have the high over here. If we take out the high, by the way, if we take out this high, then we will see that test of the Tenkin. And I talked about that in the beginning of the video. If we take out this high, we'll see a test of the Tenkin. But right now, this is strategically, not strategically, but it just happens that way all the time. It's like bots are trading the same pattern over and over again. Let me go ahead and show you guys what's happened. Notice how the 21 EMA has come and dipped underneath this low over here, this high over here, right? This lower high, I should say. Look at how the 21 EMA has done that. Usually you will see the test of the 21 EMA right when this happens. When the 21 EMA comes and dips itself underneath the high, that's when the market floats to the 21 EMA because it can test the 21 EMA without actually breaking this high over here, right? So if we do see the break of the high over here, we may actually lead up to a Tenkin. Now keep in mind that none of this is a certainty, because if this was a certainty, we'd all be freaking millionaires, right? These are all probability plays and they don't always work out. Okay, but just keep these kind of plays at the back of your pocket, so they're there if you do want to play them. And currently the volatility, even from here to here, is like freaking around $1,000, right? Around $880 to $1,000. So worth trading sometimes. So if we take out the high again, then you could look towards a Tenkin. Otherwise, until then, the 21 EMA is resistance. If we do close above this level over here, then there's a trade that you could be looking for, but I'm not interested in that trade. I'm not looking to long that. Let me just tell you guys that. We could go up to 17,994, right? That's the target that we were talking about at the beginning of the video, towards the middle of the video. And again, right now, looking towards 17,900, lines up with the Mango dynamic on both time frames as well. Let's go ahead and, where's my Mango dynamic? Right here, on the 12 hour. Look at that, almost perfect. On the daily, we have the blue dot thingy right over there. So that's where I'll be looking to sell, right? I'll be a seller over there. I'm not looking to be buying a break of the 4 hour on this, not at all. No, not just based on the Mango dynamic. We also lost we also closed multiple 12-hour candles consistently above, underneath 17,200, which was the basis of my thesis, right? Okay, remember, 17,200 was the base of my thesis. The 21 EMA just happened to line up with it. Now I could lie to myself, okay? I could lie to myself and tell myself, hey, no, the daily is holding, and hold on to my trade. I could definitely lie to myself and tell myself that, and I'll feel good about, hey, everything's fine. And everything is fine right now. I'm sitting in profits, right? At the moment, I'm sitting in profits. But the truth is, what's the truth? You guys know, and this is why I love doing these daily videos, is because I'm freaking accountable, right? I make myself accountable. I cannot lie when I'm saying something and then I go do something else, because I just look back at the video and I'm like, no, I took the trade based off the 17,200 level, right, off the 4-day. Now, the 4-day closed slightly underneath it. Now, that's not usually, now you could again lie to yourself, be like, give some leeway. And honestly, I could get away with doing that, but I don't want to. I honestly just rather get out and be wrong. And if I get to get out and be wrong while being in profit, which is something we love, right? I'll do it. If we can retake that level on the 4-day, I'll consider taking the same trade again. But I want to have a fresh mind and I'll reconsider everything at that point. But now when you look at the big picture, yes, you are right. Wolfie, the dynamic played a big role in me saying, nope, the daily is looking like shit on the dynamic. We lost the 12-hour too. I want out of this, right? So it did play a big role. But combined with my thesis too. Does that help? The real key is staying true to what you really traded. Because yes, the daily 21 is holding. Yes, things are looking good. But do you guys remember? Apologies. Do you guys remember the time where we traded something very similar, and it looked like I was going to get punished for following my rules? I don't say punished, but where was it? It was somewhere around here, I believe. Yeah, it was here, right? I'm gonna go ahead and... Was it here? No. Oh, it was here. My bad. Do you guys remember this? I took my trade based on the Tenkin, 21 EMA and Kijun all holding. I took it based on everything holding. Not just the Tenkin holding. Not just the Kijun holding. Everything holding, okay? So I wanted this entire zone to hold. Similar to how I took the same trade over here, right? Remember, because my initial trade was somewhere around here, I believe. Right? Then I added over here and rode it all the way to the top over here. This time we had taken profits based on the major 4-day level. Now we said, okay, if we dip down, and we waited very patiently for the dip, if we dip down, we're going to take our trade on this zone. But the invalidation point was if we close above, that we wanted to close above the 21 EMA, right? Above this entire zone. If we don't, we are invalidated. So what happened? If you guys do remember this candle over here, this was historic now that I think about it, because it led to the Corona dump right after. That actually was, oh man, this is such an educational area right over here. So much happened. But yeah, if you guys do remember, this entire week, you guys seeing this wick? This is almost the opposite of the example that I just gave you guys. Okay? This is the opposite of the example. This entire week was green. This wick over here was the entire week leading up to Sunday evening. It was a green freaking candle, guys. Go back in time and look at the days leading up to the weekly close over here. Up until Sunday evening, this candle was freaking green, and I was selling that entire week. I was getting out of my position in profits. Do you guys remember that? Okay, you guys, many of you guys were there. Many of you guys who are here today on the stream were there. I was selling that entire week, and I'm like, guys, I'm gonna end up feeling stupid if we just bounce, but whatever, I'm following my rules. Right? So the entire week I was getting out. And then that evening, boom! Sunday evening. Right? So now the opposite could have happened. We could have just actually bounced, but it doesn't matter. Sometimes you're going to get rewarded. Sometimes you're going to get punished. That's trading, man. That's trading for you. Oh my god, thank god you can hear me. I was like, Jesus, did my... So, do you guys understand what I mean? No, not necessarily, Tan. This time I was looking at the 12-hour candles, like multiple 12-hour candles, is because I'm not going to be waiting for 2 4-day candles, right? That's an entire week of me sitting in a losing position, more than a week. So yeah, sorry, I'm just getting distracted by the other comments. But yeah, to answer your question, I did not want to sit, I don't want to wait 2 4-day candles to know I'm invalidated, because that's just me being stubborn and me trying to hold on to a trade when it could end up being a loser. That's fine to do for if you're looking for confirmation towards the upside. Okay, that's completely fine, because you're being patient to get into a trade. Being patient to get into a trade is completely fine. But being patient to get out of a trade is, you need to do it a little bit more tactfully, because you could end up getting hurt. And I'm trading, this trade was on leverage, so I did not want to risk anything. Could you ban Joyce Olivia or whatever? I'll just go ahead and do it. Hide user from channel. Alright, I think I'm gonna wrap up the stream over here now. I've been doing this, I think it's been almost 2 hours. I'm freaking exhausted, holy shit. How long has it been? 1 hour 45 minutes. I didn't sell it based on the Corona dump. I had no idea Corona was coming, man. I got out of my trade because wasn't going my way. It was yes, I was. By the way, being in profits does not mean that your trade is going your way. You could be wrong while still being green. Okay, understand that. You'll understand that more, Tan, once you go through all the modules, and especially once you finish the risk management module. You'll really understand that. Benjamin, you're way behind because it seems to be fine for everybody else. I'm not sure. Not sure what's going on your end. No, I don't see myself ever using an algo trading bot. That's not a random question. That's a question that's a good question. I get that question a lot. I'm never going to be using a bot. Maybe if we start like a huge freaking hedge fund and we have like way too much on our hands to do, but no, I just never. John Max says, "Can you give me more info about my courses?" I mean, can you give you more info about my courses? Right, that's what you mean. So you'll find the link to the seed program in the description. You should be able to find it in the description. But honestly, I'd recommend just usually, yeah, you can go ahead and check out the link too, because there's reviews on there of what people have said. But I also recommend reaching out to the seed members. You'll find them in the Grove. Join us on our Discord as well as our Telegram too if you have Telegram. But do Discord because we're transitioning there. And just talk to people, man, and honestly find out whether ask them for their thoughts and their opinions. Ask them whether you'd feel like you would be a good fit, and it's what you're looking for. Because Mango's not like other trading communities. We are a lot more laid back and chill, and we try not to stress about things. Yeah, like Ollie said. Why would I? No, John. I don't use Bitcoin dominance chart to help me trade BTC. You could use it to help you trade all coins, but Bitcoin dominating doesn't tell you anything about how well Bitcoin is doing. Bitcoin could be doing extremely bad, and all coins could be doing worse. And Bitcoin is just dominating in those regards, right? So it doesn't help you trade BTC, man. Because I'm going to go ahead and draw this out for you, man. John, since I like you. So let's say Bitcoin is going a downtrend like this. Alright? But then all coins are going in a downtrend like this. Like way more aggressively. Right? Way more aggressively. Faster. This is going to make Bitcoin dominance. Oops. This is going to make Bitcoin dominance look like this. Get it? Because Bitcoin is doing well relative to alts. CON says, Sean, 17,800. Should I sell BTC? I don't know, man. You can do what you could do it if you want to. I don't know. It's up to you. I don't give financial advice. If you guys try to follow me on my trades, you will lose money. You will most likely lose money because I have no idea what I'm talking about. I am a complete imbecile. Be very careful listening to me. Don't listen to what I'm doing. Listen to my music. DJ Sean. Look at the one by the come and test resistance perfectly. Yeah, this could be a bear flag though, you're right. But this is a bear flag if not if we get to 17,800. As soon as we get to 17,800, this is no longer a bear flag. If we hold this, if we reject from here and go down like that, then yes, it's a bear flag, right? And then we have a measured move, which actually, by the way, I think points to 14,000. How do you draw this? Where do you draw this from? Well, you draw from the break, I guess, right? Let's say we break there. Yep, around 13,500. So if this pans out that way, 17,800 doesn't. 17,800 is just going to be a downtrend. It's not going to be a bear flag. It's just going to be a downtrend on the daily. if we get rejected there. Alright, boys, I'm going to be wrapping up over here. Please hit that like if you guys enjoyed the stream. We are at 2 hours and 6 minutes now. Holy. Join the Discord. Come say hi. Come chat with us. I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm gonna go ahead and increase the volume as we usually do. And I'll see you guys in the chat section.
I need to see you be around. Feeling me, feeling me, baby. 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 Feeling me, feeling me, baby.